Yeah, this is Don N5SKT. Came out here to the back side of my yard to have a look at the far end of my doublet, because I had I guess, now there's a dead tree there. Looking at it, it's gonna probably fall off into the pond, so I'm not gonna worry about it too terribly much at this point. But anyway, I had this, apparently that's a limb that fell, and how it did not take out, this wire here, I don't know, but somehow or another it missed it. This to over there in that tree, and I doubt, seriously, let's see, I don't know that you can really see it, but anyway, the doublet goes up over into this tree here, and it's actually quite a ways up in the tree, but it's a kind of an inverted V. There's very difficult to see. It goes up to the branch up here, and yeah, that's as far in as I can zoom. Anyway, it's up in that tree, and it comes down here to where we are now, and but for whatever reason, I just came out here and I thought I'd take a quick look, because again, how that thing missed that, I don't know, but I feel very lucky. I've got to move this thing out of the way at some point so I can do some mowing and get back here. I was able to mow all the way up to this point here the other day. Had to take my mower in to get it repaired. Anyway, let's see. Again, I don't know how well you can see the doublet and its passage up into this tree, especially through here. And it's weird to walk on this ground here, because it's ground, and I don't know that anybody can really tell. No, you can't. But I sink down every time I take a step. I sink down about a quarter to half an inch. Anyway, so there it is. You'll see I have a vertical element that I have somewhat forced down to here. The doublet's up there. It's hard to see. I don't know, maybe that's 15, 20 feet up. I wish I could get it higher, but with all these branches and trees and everything, is lucky to do it that way. And then it goes all the way out nearly to, you see that white fence out there, it goes nearly out to there. Each leg of this thing is 150 feet, which is too much for 160 meters, and I do need to come out here and actually do some cutting and cut it a little bit. So anyway, this is kind of where I've tied off the ladder line in order to get a vertical shot, and then I have a vertical shot over to here, to this tree here. And this doublet was doing really good, and then I had multiple folks telling me that it was required that the doublet go back to the shack and maybe only have about 10 to 15 feet of regular coax before I hit the 1-to-1. And I have tried that, and it's not very good. But so anyway, when I bought the other, literally this is 100 feet of coax. When I bought the other 100 foot of coax, I bonded it here with some Anderson power poles, and then I took the strain off of it by knotting it like that. And then it goes up into this tree, and again I've got cable coming into this tree that holds the doublet, or the cable, and pulls the cable up. Again, trying to get it as high in the air as I can, but it is for this length, it's pretty heavy. That's over probably 120 feet of ladder line, and it's just too damn heavy, and I'm ending up with about, I don't know, 2.5, 3 feet above the ground over there, but it isn't touching the ground. And then I come up into this tree. You know, maybe what I want to do is pull all the coax back and try to get it up higher in the tree here. Perhaps that would help. Anyway, what I just ducked under here, this is the 49-to-1, and it goes way up in that tree there. It's probably 2/3 up. It's definitely higher than the 49-to-1, but to be honest with you, nothing in this property beats that antenna out there, that Delta loop, in terms of getting out. But anyway, so I need to get one of my hex beams up, but I'm so busy at work, and to sneak out here and do that is kind of hard. I'm actually waiting for the 40-meter net to start here in a few minutes. Anyway, the HRCC 40-meter net. So anyway, I've got I tied the line off here because that is a carbon fiber mast for my 2-meter, and I wanted to keep the ladder line out, and then the ladder line goes up into that tree over there, and up there is the 1-to-1. It comes down here into the shack through the box over there. So that's how that's laid out, and that's what I'm facing, and that's kind of a brief walkthrough, just to let you know this is the POTA doublet that I built. I have some new parts for this that are a little bit by the way, these are 12 foot 12 foot masts. They are not the 17 foot. That is a light pole. This thing directly screws onto it, which is kind of nice. That screws directly on there, and it works pretty well. I took it to POTA. I've got a video out there that y'all can check out that shows me doing a POTA with it. I ran it on 12 meters, but and actually I'm going to set this one back up and try and get it out. And forgive the adamant mess here. I've been bringing this thing out and testing it. So that's what that yellow coax is there. That's my coax that I run into the shack for temporary to test this doublet, Delta loop. Anyway, but there's the end of the coax, or not the coax, but the termination of the doublet, the ladder line. It goes into that 1-to-1 ballon, and then it comes down into the shack, and I finish it off with a tuner. So I'm not having any trouble with it, other than the fact that when it was shorter and the 1-to-1 was down there and this was all coax, when that was going on, I was getting 160 meters and 80 meters easy. Now it's a struggle, and I'm assuming it's because of all this ladder line. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of that 150 foot per leg off of the doublet to try to tune it. But I won't do that tomorrow because we have club meeting, and then I'm probably going to try to do a POTA. Anyway, this is Don in 5SKT 73.